Hi Cancer, how's it going? I hope you're doing awesome today. Happy Saturday. It's Saturday for me, but whenever you come across this video is when you're supposed to receive the messages. I've already cleared the energy of the cards and shuffled, and I pulled 10 cards with a few more clarifiers. And then I also pulled an oracle card over there, but I'll get to that. Okay, so let me just set this up here. Okay, so Cancer, general reading for the month of October. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. It may or may not resonate with you because it's a general reading. If any of the messages repeat, I'll try and catch that and let you know. I believe Spirit really wants us to get the messages when they repeat. And if any of your cards come out upside down, it means you're getting extra protection from Spirit. Okay, so your first card that came out is the Justice card. The message on the card is, I speak my truth in fairness to myself. Okay, so the Justice card is a major arcana card. So big message. It represents your current situation. Your first card is represented by Libra in astrology. So this card is all about fairness. It's about justice. It's about karma, karmic justice. It could be about legal disputes. It's a card about honesty, integrity, balance, life lessons, consequences, accountability. It represents the law, truth, cause and effect, clarity, taking the correct action. This card represents the importance of your choices. Whatever decision or decisions you make now, Spirit is saying will have significant consequences in your future. So make sure you make the best possible choice, okay? Whatever that means to you. Choose carefully. Rely on logic and reason to make your decisions rather than emotions. If you're experiencing good fortune at this time, this card's letting you know that your past actions made the good fortune possible. And if this card represents a legal situation, Spirit saying it will be resolved in your favor. Remember to balance your physical concerns with your spiritual growth. The Justice card says you're concerned with external circumstances and you're waiting for the right time to act. Maybe you're seeking justice in a personal or business affair, or maybe you're involved in a lawsuit. Whatever the case is, it's important to resolve the situation in a way that's fair to everyone. You must create a balance, not only of power, but in terms of your emotional reactions to the situation. This is a time for moderation in everything, for creating harmony to facilitate relationships. You might be called upon to arbitrate for others, or you might be subject to arbitration yourself. But Spirit's saying your judgment is good at this time and you're not swayed by personal considerations or bias. So yeah, an actual legal matter may be pending, or maybe you're considering it. It might be, or being considered. You must weigh many factors to make a reasoned assessment, judgment, okay? Seek guidance from your inner self. Don't rely solely on human advisors. This card is also reminding you to think mindfully before taking any action. And if other people are involved, consider their points of view. Because issues of fairness are paramount now. And if this represents a legal matter, it should proceed smoothly, fairly, and in a dispassionate manner. A third party could come to your aid and help you get the fair outcome that you deserve. And this card could also represent anyone in the legal profession, a lawyer, a judge, a witness, or law enforcement officer. So if that resonates with you, let me know. I would love to know. And then what's crossing you or what's challenging you or your situation is the Nine of Swords. I trust the present moment. Okay, so this is a minor arcana card. The Nine of Swords, this card represents either what's crossing you or what's challenging you or your situation, or it could be what you're celebrating. But probably you're in your challenge position because the Nine of Swords represents anxiety, having nightmares. It's negativity, it's fear, it's worry, it's doubt. It represents the inability to cope with life or the inability to face life. It's burdens, it's isolation, it's doubt, stress, having a troubled conscience, having trouble sleeping, insomnia. It's deep unhappiness, mental anguish, being at your breaking point. Maybe you're focusing on the past, you're overwhelmed. You may be overwhelmed with guilt, regret, or remorse. It's a card of hopelessness, trauma, depression. Maybe you're experiencing migraines at this time. It could represent hormonal issues or menopause. It's a card of joylessness, making mountains out of molehills. Again, isolation, despair, anxiety. You could be the subject of gossip when this card comes out. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Yeah, this is thoughts, worries, guilt, anguish, concerns fill your mind. You're unable to settle your mind, and the lack of sleep is adding to the situation, making you feel even more vulnerable. Again, it could be regrets over past mistakes or misfortunes. You're in an unhappy, intense state of mind, whether or not the facts bear out the fear. The suffering associated with this card may be mostly in your mind, Cancer. Don't shoot the messenger. I just channel the messages. They're not from me, okay? But yeah, extreme anxiety, nightmares, tension. You're troubled by bad dreams or horrible fantasies. Deep-rooted or repressed issues are trying to surface so you can resolve them. It will likely be very challenging to change your attitudes and beliefs, but it'll be worth the effort and unpleasantness. 9 is the number of completion. This card indicates that the changes that you're being required to make forecast a better future. Trust the present moment. Trust what you're going through. And then your third card is the Death card, Scorpio energy. I let go and embrace new beginnings is the message on the card. You might not be doing that at this time since it came out reversed. And remember, a reversed card represents extra protection from spirit. So your third card, the Death card, represents the basis of your situation or foundation. So this card talks about resisting change or repeating negative patterns. It's a card of dependency, a fear of beginnings, not being able to move forward, the inability to move forward. You're holding on to something. You're going through a personal transformation. There's a fear of change. It's a card of stagnation, feeling stuck. Holding on, inability to move forward. Could be fear of beginnings. You're putting off making necessary changes, and it's usually out of fear. You may feel like others are standing in your way, but Spirit's saying you're the one who's really blocking yourself because you're stuck in old habit patterns that you know need to be changed, but you don't want to put forth the effort to alter them, even though you're in an unhappy situation. Okay, even though you're unhappy with the current situation, maybe you're depressed or you're in a state of apathy, refusing to accept the necessary process of psychological death, which leads to rebirth. But Spirit's saying the only way out of this situation is to face up to your stagnation, frustration, and unhappiness. Let go of any relationships that aren't working. Throw out the old and ring in the new. Okay, make room. Make room for the new that's coming into your life. Then your fourth card is the Six of Wands. This card represents your past, but is relevant to your current situation. This card says, I am proud of what I achieve and accept my rewards. So be proud of everything that you have achieved in your life, Cancer, up until right now. Everything in your life, okay? This card is all about victory, triumph, receiving an award, receiving recognition, sharing your victories. It's public recognition, it's leadership, it's fortune, it's applause, it's receiving great news. It could represent fame, celebrity, having fans, praise, having self-confidence, making a lot of progress. It's stability, strength. It's Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy, mostly Leo. You have a lot of well-wishers. You have a lot of supporters. You're being in the spotlight. You're riding high. You're being a leader. Okay? Some kind of public reward. Winning. You're winning at something. It's achievement. It's goodwill. Acclaim. Being praised. Having pride. Whatever you set your hand to will prosper, and you will be happy with your success. It will be personally satisfying, but it will also be crowned with public recognition in some form, which will make this moment even sweeter. Some kind of victory. Something to do with your past, but is relevant now. Okay? This card represents triumphing over adversity. It indicates good news and success. It's a card of victory. You've met the challenges to your position in your work or with regards to your reputation and have come through with flying colors. Well done. Well done. Be proud of everything you've achieved and accept your rewards. Victory is at hand. You've overcome or conquered the opposition. Past self-doubt has been resolved, and now you're in the process of winning some significant battles. You can expect to succeed and have your desires manifested. Gifts may be received, awards and recognition won from something that you've done from your past. Very exciting. And then your fifth card is the Lovers, Major Arcana card, represented by Gemini. This card represents your immediate future, what's likely to happen very soon in your life. The message on the card is, I trust my knowing and make a commitment. Okay? So this is your soon-to-be situation, your immediate future. So this card is all about choices, love, union, partnerships, relationships, desires. You're gonna have to make a major choice. Is what this card is about. It's about having your values in alignment. It could be with someone else, or with yourself. It's a card of new possibilities, sexual connections, kindred spirits. Yeah, love, desire, romance, harmony, balance, unity. But this card is saying that a choice has to be made. But it's, again, they're talking about different ways of making these decisions. You're going to have to make a choice very soon, I think, Cancer. And it's a very important decision. So you're being asked to consider carefully how you make this important decision before you. Are you going to follow your heart? Are you going to do what makes sense? This card suggests that there's a way to marry the head and the heart. So a wise, balanced decision can be made. Okay? Sometimes Spirit will say, just follow your heart. And sometimes Spirit will say, use logic. This time Spirit's saying, use both. This is a card of cooperation, of working together with others to accomplish joint purposes. It can stand for attraction of any kind, and not just the romantic kind. It could represent any venture requiring harmony, union, and cooperation. A choice between two factors of equal worth may be required, but you will make the right choice, Spirit is saying, Cancer. Two or more forces or people may have come together in your life in pursuit of a common goal. It could be a temporary conjunction for some specific purpose, or it might relate to a long-term relationship. Okay? This card could represent the need to heal a rift as well. It could have something to do with a romantic involvement, but it usually shows up when a critical life decision must be made, sometimes in connection with a love relationship. It could suggest that you're at a crossroads right now. You have to consider all of the ramifications of the situation and choose carefully, so you develop your own so you further your own development and you accommodate the needs of others in your situation too. Okay, so trust your knowing and make a commitment is the message on the card. And then the outcome that you desire most in your situation, two cards. Your sixth card is the King of Swords upright, and the clarifier is the Five of Cups reversed. Okay, so the King of Swords represents the outcome that you desire most in your situation. This could be you or someone in your life, male or female, in a general reading. This card is telling you to trust your ability to make a strategic decision. You can make a strategic decision. Trust in yourself. You'll move forward when the time is right, but you're having an issue with this. You're not able to move forward. They've already talked about that a little bit, being stuck. So the outcome that you desire most in your situation is the King of Swords upright. So again, the King of Swords is either you or someone in your life or a situation, male or female. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, mostly Aquarius. This is someone who has mental clarity, has intellectual power, has morals, routine, is rational, represents power, authority, the truth, someone who is disciplined, strict. Could be a father figure, someone who's very self-disciplined. This card is telling you to use your head. This is a card of reason, integrity, someone who is serious. Again, it could represent legal matters. Someone who is very precise. Again, has a lot of strength, is intelligent, logical, fair, a lawmaker. He represents law enforcement, a judge, maybe someone in the military, someone who is a warrior, could be a counselor, is very methodical, stern, clinical, conservative, detached, discerning. So the King of Swords, the outcome that you desire most in your situation, represents a man of great strength and authority. He could be involved with mental work. He could be a researcher, a lawyer, a teacher, someone in the communications field, or a military officer. He's a good counselor with acute mental dexterity. He has a gift for thinking clearly and rapidly, and he's able to express his thoughts with considerable eloquence. If this king isn't a person, he could represent a situation which mental and communication skills are called for. You may be on the verge of a spiritual breakthrough and are ready to communicate it to others in your life. Okay? The King of Swords, his standards are very high. He expects a lot of those around him. He has no patience for anyone who doesn't do their best and who doesn't share the same ideals. He can lack compassion for what he may perceive as weakness and is intolerant of uncontrolled emotional outbursts. Okay? He does not seek to inspire passion or have his people love him. He uses intelligence, objectivity, and analysis to decide what is right, fair, and just. And then your clarifier is the Five of Cups, and it came out reversed. This is Scorpio energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, mostly Scorpio. So this card says you're experiencing a personal setback. You've accepted something. You're releasing emotional baggage. You're moving on. You're moving forward. Or this is what you want to do. You're finding peace. You're forgiving yourself. You're content. You're seeing the positives. You're letting go of grief, guilt, regret, sorrow. You're overcoming despair. You're rejoining the world. You're healing. You're accepting help. You're releasing emotions. And again, they're talking about stagnation with this card, feeling stuck. This card could also indicate an out of proportion reaction to loss, real or imaginary, for the sake of melodrama or attention. Okay, however it resonates with you. You're in a state of indecision. You're refusing to make up your mind about something or to face the facts. But just because there have been past losses, it doesn't mean there can't be future gains. And if you continue in this negative state of mind, you're only going to make things worse for yourself, Cancer. Okay? So finding peace, moving on, moving forward, letting go of grief, letting go of guilt, regret, sorrow, overcoming despair, releasing emotions, releasing emotional baggage. That's the outcome you desire most. And then your self-image card, how you see yourself, is the Eight of Pentacles. I dedicate myself to what I believe in, is the message on the card. I dedicate myself to what I believe in. Spirit saying, dedicate yourself to what you believe in, what works for you. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, mostly Virgo. This card is all about a new job. Again, they're talking about good reputation. It's having skill in craftsmanship, apprenticeship. It's working hard work, self-employment. It's being dedicated, being successful, gaining new skills, new qualifications, having confidence, attention to detail. It's job satisfaction, commitment. You're achieving your goals. You have high standards. Again, Spirit's saying with the high standards, developing skills, talent, expertise, commitment. It's rewards again, receiving awards. It's a card of mastery, qualifications, confidence, commission, apprenticeship, trade, reputation again, quality, having diligence, having the passions. It could be a card of scholarship, the Eight of Pentacles. So this is your self-image card, how you see yourself. You're integrating old skills into a new form, or you're adding new skills. You've tried various means of making your living, and now you're finalizing how you want to use your personal resources to fulfill your needs and expand. Your sureness of purpose guarantees success. Your craftsmanship will be rewarded by increased income, opportunity, and respect. Okay? This card suggests developing and applying your skills in a productive manner. You know what you want and how to go about achieving it. So if you're sincere and persevere, your efforts will succeed. A business or project will prosper as a result of refining your craft or improving your processes. A new venture brings success because you're training yourself intensively with a clear goal in mind. Okay. Yeah, the apprenticeship card. You've taken up a new job, craft, art, or activity, and it's not an easy road. For being a beginner brings a hard learning curve and tedious repetition until you get it perfect. But because you have a goal and the passion that comes with a new endeavor, it's likely the bumpy beginning part of your journey this journey will not discourage you. And then your environment card is the Four of Wands. It came out reversed, so extra protection from spirit. This card represents your environment, or how others see you in your situation. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy, mostly Aries here. So this is a card. Again, it represents your environment, or it could represent how others see you. It represents unhappy families. It could be a postponed or canceled reunion. It represents leaving home, canceled celebrations, canceled surprises, canceled parties, weddings, events. It represents a community divided, feeling unwelcome. There's a lack of support, a lack of success, a lack of teamwork, a lack of achievement. It could be home conflicts, instability, insecurity, neglect, self-doubt, being jilted, not fitting in. It could be conflict with others, a lack of community spirit. Four of Wands. But it could also be inner harmony, celebrating something personal. It could, inner harmony. It could be delays. Embellishment, prosperity, shared happiness, and good fortune. It could also represent that you're celebrating your good fortune in a quiet way. Maybe you're expanding your property holdings or creative output without fanfare. Financial gains may be more modest than if the card were upright, but you're satisfied with your accomplishments and the sense of having done a job well. Your public image, your relationships, and your sense of self are favorable at this time. Okay? This card also could be warning you not to celebrate too soon. Things may appear fine, but you need to wait a bit to make sure. And this card could also suggest that you rethink your plans for the future. And then your next message, you got the King of Pentacles, the King of Wands reversed, the Queen of Swords reversed, and the Devil. So this is your ninth card. King of Pentacles, I am sure of my place in the world. This card represents what you hope for and fear the most in your situation. What you hope for or fear the most. Again, this is male or female in a general reading. You or someone in your life or situation. It's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. mostly Taurus. So this King of Pentacles is someone who is self-reliant, very supporting, patriarchal, protective. He could represent a wealthy businessman, a provider, an empire, someone who sees things through to the end, sensual, encouraging, reliable, a mature, grounded male, someone who's successful, very dependable, sensible, loyal, fair, honest, faithful, patient, careful, generous, practical, traditional. This card is letting you know that your hard work will pay off. This is someone who reaches their goals, is very ambitious, safe, kind, has high status, is principled, someone who is bettering themselves, is not a risk taker, someone who is thriving, could represent enterprising, leadership, someone who is disciplined, stable, cautious, humble. He represents stability. Yeah. Encouraging, generous, patient, humble, disciplined, self-reliant, someone whose hard work is paying off. It could represent. Very courageous, solid citizen, reputable, dependable, kind to others. He symbolizes worldly power in a positive sense, is experienced in handling money matters. He's cultured and refined. He can provide reliable counsel on matters of money, property, and security. This king could represent someone who's very important in your life, maybe someone where you work. This card could also indicate that you're engaged in some worldly enterprise that will meet with success. And then the next clarifier on top of that was the King of Wands. I am successful in all I do is the message on the card. Maybe you're not feeling this way at this time. This is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. Or maybe you're having to deal with this King of Wands. The King of Wands is someone who's not being proactive, is rude, a bully, a dictator, someone who is abusive, nasty, bitter, weak, unreliable, someone who is setting a bad example, someone who's afraid to be different, has high expectations, is powerless, ineffective, a weak leader, someone who is taking a back seat, ruthless, someone who breaks their promises, could be a womanizer, has a volatile temper. There's a lack of energy, a lack of experience, a lack of enthusiasm. They're vicious, domineering, forceful, uncooperative, overbearing, a tyrant, impulsive. The clarifier on top of that was the Queen of Swords. Protect what matters to you. I protect what matters to me is the message on the card. So the Queen of Swords is someone who lacks empathy, is rude, is a gossiper, is spiteful, vindictive, nasty, a cheater, someone who's not learning from the past, has poor communication skills, could represent an absent mother, someone who is dysfunctional, obsessive, bitter, dependent, cruel, deceitful, unforgiving. Someone who experiences mental fogginess, has repressed trauma, is manipulative, malicious, harsh, pessimistic, cold-hearted, cruel. And then the last clarifier is the Devil card. You're free from whatever is holding you back, but you might not feel like that because it came out reversed. The Devil's a major arcana card, represented by Capricorn. This card's all about independence, overcoming addiction, reasserting control, releasing limiting beliefs. It's a card of detachment again. Reclaiming control, reclaiming your power, having a revelation. It's a card of freedom, release, detachment, okay? And then your future card is the Ace of Swords. This card represents your future if all is to remain as is. Let me just stop and think for a second here with the Devil card. I think, what? A little bit more information? Okay. Spirit saying you feel trapped over which you feel like you have no control, but if you look closely, it's your own attitudes and beliefs that are causing the problem. Learn how they're restricting you. Be careful of any quick fixes to your problems. If you're willing to do the hard work, both on the inner and outer planes, you can begin to live your best life. Okay? This card could also indicate a close call with resisting temptation or eliminating certain pleasures from your life for fear of becoming addicted. It could also represent a recent release from a dangerous or destructive situation. And then your last card is the Ace of Swords. I am ready for a breakthrough to success. This is your future card if all is to remain as is, like 3 to 6 months from now. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So this card says you're going to make the right decision, the correct decision, making the correct decision. This is a card of justice again. Clear thinking, having mental clarity, having a new idea, experiencing some kind of breakthrough, a beginning, a new beginning, having hope. It's justice, it's victory, it's strength again, it's the truth again, having a vision, keep focusing. It's a card of authority again. Incisive thinking, having the ability to concentrate. It's assertiveness, success again, conquest, principles, communication again. It could represent having new plans. So the Ace of Swords, you're going to experience some kind of breakthrough, okay? Again, they're talking about a triumph over difficulties through the use of mental means or spiritual growth. A new beginning. A brand new lifestyle is beginning for you, and you've achieved this opportunity through your willpower and by making smart decisions. Prosperity, recognition again, new development, especially spiritual growth, are sure to follow in the wake of your new direction in life. This card could also represent a birth, but usually of an idea or enterprise. You're in a position now to manifest your intentions in a new way, okay? You can expect a flash of insight or an idea that will help solve a particularly sticky problem, or you're going to experience a moment of truth. And if you want to communicate something with clarity and just the right words, you will be able to do that at this time. This card also represents a new point of view, discovery, or intellectual achievement. And then your last card is your oracle message, number 27, and you got Witch. Justice is coming. They say that whatever we do comes back to us the same times 3. If a person's intentions are well-meaning, then that good energy will come back to them in buckets. If a person's intentions are to do harm, then you get the picture here. Either way, the universe is getting ready to deliver its justice. This person might be you. If so, you should handle it with grace and learn from your mistakes. Otherwise, this most likely applies to someone who's caused harm to you or your loved ones. Okay, so you got justice is coming. You got it twice. That's your very first card that came out. And they talked about justice again. With this card, your last card, your future card, Justice is coming. So that's your reading, Cancer. If this resonated with you, if you don't mind liking it, or even better, leaving me a comment, I would love to hear a message from you, receive a message from you. I'm sending you lots of love and a big hug. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. Thank you so much for allowing me to channel these messages today for you from Spirit. I'm really grateful. I will see you next time. Bye, Cancer. Take care.